Hello.
Hey, look at that.
Weird hello to start that with.
Well, welcome to the Death Battle cast. We are the cast and crew of Death Battle on this crazy new set.
Yeah, new set.
Apparently, surprise!
Yeah.
Look at these giant TVs that are right next to us. We
Yeah.
can touch it.
Probably
and
giving
mess
us
with them.
cancer or
Don't
something,
put
right?
fingerprints on
Yeah,
the
it's
TV.
probably a bad
Yeah,
idea.
he got all of them.
What a
Nice.
waste of a TV.
What a
Oh,
waste
God,
of a
now it's all over the
TV.
place.
The TV's great. Well, it's funny because this is the same room that Kyle and I record backwards compatible.
you
Compatible.
Hold on, real quick. Let's
Backwards compatible.
Compatible.
What is he? But these TVs are behind us the whole time. These TVs are fucking badass, like high-end Sonys. And then we actually play the game on this like 7-year-old Samsung like 1080 TV. So
Bullshit.
it really is kind of a waste of a TV, but they still are.
Wasted
They're
two
really
TVs.
nice. They
Well,
are
I
great
think it
color
looks
depth.
good.
Like the black on them is so good.
You're not making this any better. You're talking about how awesome the TV is.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
there's
well,
just
have you
some
seen
fucking
it?
Wallpaper
There's no
screensaver
like
shit
light
running on
bleed
it.
coming out of them or anything. They're fucking great.
Did you see how many TVs we wasted on the old set? I don't know what you're complaining about. There was
true.
like
Very-
12 of
yeah,
those
yeah,
motherfuckers.
yeah.
It's true.
Anyway, hey, I'm Chad. I blame Boomstick.
Did I even introduce
No,
I'm
you
Ben.
didn't.
Do it.
I'm the voice of Wiz.
I'm Tori, and I'm what's this guy name? From Sugar Pine?
Kib.
Kibbs?
I think it literally says it right there.
It literally does say it on the headband.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought those are like letters for something. This is name?
That's a name. Yeah.
Have
It's
you
the
never?
name he goes
okay.
by.
I don't know what Sugar fucking.
I'm Sam.
And welcome back to the 7,000th and 800th
Hey.
and 50th second episode of Beyond the Pine.
Beyond. Is that what their podcast is called?
Wow.
I love how little you know. It
I
never
don't know
stops
what
to
do they
impress
do?
me.
Am I their target demographic? Probably not.
No.
This
No,
episode
I
of
don't
Dude
think
Soup
so.
is brought to you by Robinhood. Thank you, Robinhood. We'll have more to talk about with them later on in the
Kids
show.
know about Bird Box?
Probably.
I'm really
is
wrong.
that what
Oh, is
you,
that-
I see.
that's
I
what he's
see.
doing.
I see
Yeah.
what you're up to now.
Oh, we can do the Bird Box Challenge. Bird Box? Is that what it's called?
Bird
Bo-
Box.
did you say
Bird Box. Yeah,
That's a whole different
Box.
No,
Well, let's do the Bird Box
Yeah,
challenge
that's
in the
a
new
thing.
set.
Yeah?
We've got like
Y'all
3
did-
feet to work
y'all
with
did
right there.
that the other day.
The
We
Bird
did.
Box
Yeah.
challenge is how y'all did that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had to get from stage 5 to stage 2. We had 2 teams blindfolded, but then the other team got to fuck with the team while they were trying to get there. So like, we're putting all kinds of obstacles in their way, scaring them. And one person got the hose out and was spraying them. It was fun.
So, Chad, were you blindfolded or did
No,
you get to harass people?
I almost got to do it blindfolded, but instead I whipped up my phone and was helping film. But it was great because even while filming, we got to still screw with each other.
Gotcha.
So I had one good point where it kicked a dumpster when they were right next to it. It scared the shit out of them.
Torian, blind Torian. We haven't seen you on the show in a little while. What have you been up to? Has anything major happened in your life as of late?
Yeah, I don't know what Sugar Pine 7 was.
And he watched
What do
Bird
they
Box.
do? Like, what do they do? Are they just like, let's play?
Vape?
No, they're not.
Yeah, that's all.
They're
they
so
do.
hard to
They're just fake.
describe. They're like
So they don't do nothing.
no, they're like pseudo reality TV for the internet lifestyle.
Pseudo-reality TV.
Is that you think is like a good description?
Sure.
It's really hard
I
to pin them
mean,
down.
it's-
That's funny.
Is that
It's-
on your timesheet? Pseudo-reality.
I mean, yeah, like, it seems like they're legitimately either brilliant or not, and I think that's what they're going for. I think that's what they do.
Okay, sure, whatever.
It's
I
unique.
broke my leg
Yes, you did.
last year. There it
You
is.
say last year,
Yeah.
but it was like 2
It's
weeks
been a
ago.
whole year.
That was 3 weeks ago, which was last
Okay.
year, Sam.
Yeah, I know.
You really have not been doing much walking. The bottom of this boot is clean as fuck.
Well, I had another boot on, but that
Oh.
boot hurt me and gave me a blood clot, so I got this boot.
Dude, you've had a rough go of it, man.
Yeah, you know, it's probably life, all that work.
Yeah? You want to tell everybody how you broke your foot?
I broke it standing up. Oh, well, Sean's not here.
No.
Dang it. I
Fun.
broke it playing football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how? Did you like get tackled or
I did a spin move, but my leg didn't spin.
you were like
You pllayed too much Madden,
Yeah,
and you were like, I could do that.
I just
And like,
pictured Blitz, you know, and he's just like tries to do that and
No, I
stiff
had
arm.
the wrong shoes on. Because me and Chad was just talking about this.
I was like,
had
"Did you have
these
boosts
fucking
on?"
Boosts on, and they lean.
Yeah, they do.
So I
Yeah.
tried to spin move.
Sometimes you can be walking and just turn, and the boost will be like, and there goes your ankle. It'll just pop out from under you. Like I've never
Yeah.
had shoes that try and escape the bottoms of my feet before.
Well,
Yeah, that's
instead,
good.
there goes a fracture that's about 1.5 inches thick, long.
Oh,
like
man.
Right over here, and then like my bone stuck out by like 0.5 millimeters. Like,
Oh,
but
damn,
it's fine
dude.
because it's gonna reshape itself. Its bones are magic. Imagine if you broke a plate.
Yeah.
and then the pieces just came back together. That's literally what your bone does.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Bones are pretty fucking wild.
Bones
Bones
are
are
magic.
magic. Yeah.
Maybe the title of this episode.
Yeah, bones are magic. I love it. I mean, it might be true, and we might have more to talk about with bones being magic later on
That's
in the
true,
show with
we
our
might.
community death battle. We'll get to that though.
What's your recovery time like, man?
So my leg should be healed within 6 to 8 weeks. It's been 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
To try it again, to spin move again, it's gonna be another 3 months.
Okay.
So
And you're gonna do that.
yeah, I'm gonna try it again.
Is that the first thing you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Makes
I
sense.
hope you don't, but it would be really funny
I'm
if
gonna
you break
wear
your leg
some-
again.
I'm gonna wear some. No, it won't.
Yeah,
Not
it
for
would be,
everyone
yeah.
else. No.
No, and that's the thing. It's interesting because like my first thought was like when you broke your leg was like, oh shit, mocap. Like, because as an animator, you do a ton of your own mocap, and like
Your first thought wasn't, "Oh shit, I hope he's okay." The first
Right,
thought was,
I
"Oh
knew-
shit,
no,
how are we
yeah.
gonna mocap?"
There you go.
Funny
Chad's
enough,
a- yeah.
that was not a lot of people's first thought.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's pretty fucked up.
A little bit.
well,
Yeah.
you know why? Because when people try and show concern, you're a dick to them. Like
I
earlier
wasn't a
today.
dick. The only person, you know what? You want to talk about dicks? The only person who reached out to me was Sean.
I thought I tweeted at you, did I not?
You tweeted
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh,
That's what I liked your tweet. I was
You
like,
like-
that was enough.
I appreciate that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I reached out to you. You didn't respond though,
I
so I
took
don't
you-
think you saw it.
I took you to lunch on your birthday. Specifically went over there to take you to lunch on your birthday.
That was
Don't
like,
act like I don't care.
That's not when I broke my leg.
Oh God! It's
This is
so
what we're talking about.
it's for people who have concern. No, I fucking walked up to him today. This is the first time I've seen him since he broke his leg.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, how's your leg? And he just looks at me. He's like, it's broken. How do you think it's doing? And I was just like,
I felt
all
like
right,
that was
fuck me then. He's like,
Oh,
what?
man.
I don't know what you want me to say. And I'm like,
that was a stupid ass question. Like, it's hard to shower. It's hard to cook. It's hard to sweep. There's this pile of trash that's been sitting on the floor because it's such a struggle to fucking sweep it up.
yeah, well, maybe if you're
That's
nice,
how I'm feeling, Chad.
maybe if you're nice to your friends to come help you sweep it
Well,
up.
see, he came in and I was like, yeah, having a good year, and he just kind of chuckled and like that was all.
Yeah,
He
see?
wasn't a dick to me. Like
I know, it's
I was like,
great.
what are you? You're gonna be like, have you looked at your own bone recently?
No,
How's
it's
that
just how-
feeling? Like, I don't know.
How's it going? You know, like how you
It's
doing?
not
How's
like
your
a
leg? You-
cold where you're like, yeah, getting better. You're like,
I'd like to know that it's because like I saw the blood clot thing, whatever. I'd like to know that there's positive progress and that he's doing better. Not
Well, I mean,
I'm in agony every day. Like just checking and showing some concern. But he's like, nah, fuck you. It's broken.
Great. No, it's great. As soon as I came in with my broken leg and sat down, where's those shots? No, I'm just kidding. It's great.
Well, I think the lesson to learn here is that
Don't
you
break your leg.
should, well,
not
one,
play sports.
don't
Yeah,
break your
yeah.
leg.
That's a great source of exercise.
Well, sports is important. Exercise is important.
Sports is important.
But you
Don't
should
do the
also
spin.
You should invest in your friends, just like
Oh, here
you
it goes.
should probably look into investing in an app called Robinhood. They're a sponsor. It's time for me to read the ad read. That
You were
kind of
doing
thing.
great until
Ready?
there.
Let's do this. Robinhood is an investing app that you can buy and sell stocks with. It's just on your phone. You can buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission free. It's specifically designed for people who maybe haven't really done much of the stock buying and selling game and don't really know what they're getting into, and they want to learn, and they may be a little intimidated because, let's be honest, money can be intimidating. Right, Chewbacca? Yes, it can.
He has a button in his paw to make the noise.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think you
really?
can make it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mine was better.
Don't. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers to invest for the first time with true confidence. It's got a simple and intuitive design, so you can just jump in and kind of understand what you're looking at. And it's got no commission fees or charges when trading stocks, and other brokerages charge up to $10 per every trade. And there's also easy to understand charts and market data, so you can just understand how the market's changing and whether or not you're losing money or gaining money, which is great. So you can place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone, and the Robinhood web platform will allow you to view stock collections like entertainment and social media and essentially organize what kind of things you want to look at. So if you want to learn how to invest as you build your portfolio, you can discover new stocks and track favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest. Robinhood is giving you guys a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. You can just sign up at battlecast.robinhood.com. That's battlecast.robinhood.com. Battlecast.
Battlecast. I know.
Battlecast.
I feel like we should have named the show that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, just swap the letters or the words around a little bit. It'll be perfect.
Battlecast.
All right, and now it's time to talk about what's going on. And a lot of stuff is going on. So you guys saw that Spider-Verse won a Golden Globe?
Did it really?
Yo,
Yeah.
I saw
Cool.
Spider-Verse the other night.
I still need to see it.
Woo! That's
Really
a
good?
good movie.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Like 3 times already.
Nice.
That is a good
Pretty good.
movie right there.
I'm gonna try and take care of the weekend. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real fun. I know when we brought up the Golden Globe thing, like Josh sitting right next to me was like, the Golden Globes don't matter. Nobody gives a shit about the Golden Globes. But I still think it's really cool that Spider-Verse, an animated superhero movie that just came out and isn't getting quite as much attention as something like The Incredibles did,
Yeah.
is getting that kind of recognition, which is awesome.
I feel like it's getting it's definitely its day in the light. I mean,
sure.
it's pretty
Yeah.
popular right
Yeah.
now, and it's
They had toys at McDonald's, so like they're
Yeah.
doing good.
I mean, people have been talking about like, oh, it's not making a whole lot of money on the box office and whatnot. I think it is technically surpassing expectations.
Yeah.
Because a movie like this generally makes a lot of its money from merchandise and toys and things like that.
It had a
wait,
Jordan, which I was really mad I didn't buy. Like I tried to buy it on every
Oh,
fucking
my friend
site.
got him.
Yeah, dude. I'm probably just gonna buy them resale.
friend
Especially
got
after the
him.
movie, I was like, I'm gonna go buy those fucking Jordans. Like, they're so
He's
dope.
one of those people that be on the Nike app, like,
Yeah, I was there on the
5,
Nike app. I was there on every
4,
fucking website.
3.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
You just get it.
Yeah, no, I know you do that too, because like, you know, Sam and I had a conversation one time where I was just like, man, I'm so tired. I was up all the kids kept waking up, and he's like, dude, I'm so tired. I had to wake up at like 4 a.m. to buy these shoes.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I got those. That's how I
Either
got those
E
winterized
releases and shit.
12s.
Yeah.
But I can't wear them because I broke my fucking leg.
oh, you can wear one of them.
Leg. Everyone keeps saying that. It's so awkward. It's not the right shoe to wear
Like,
on one foot.
well, you think like a boot would kind of work,
Yeah,
but
just paint your boot to
No,
look
it's not
like
a
it.
boot.
I know. They're winterized. They might as well be a boot.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess.
And so then you just paint your big boot to look like it.
They're going to be a bitch to wear. in the
Can you
summer.
paint
yeah,
that?
yeah.
They're going to be worn. It's fleece.
You can paint anything,
Yeah.
Ben.
I guess you can.
That's the power of paint.
Paint what? My
Your,
walking boot?
yeah, your
Your
giant
walking
boot.
boot,
Your
yeah.
walking boot?
That's what it's called.
Really?
Because it allows me to walk.
And it's-
Without it,
would
I
you say that
probably
like the-
would you
break
say
my
that
legs
that
more.
Nancy
boot is
Sinatra, is that where you're going right
yeah?
now?
Would
Really?
you say
Okay,
that that
right.
boot is made for walking, Torian?
No. What the fuck was that?
You
Is
don't
that some-
really?
Is that some Sugar Pine? thing?
Jesus shit! Fucking
No,
hell,
it's
I
Nancy
can't.
Sinatra. It's a popular song.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah,
fucking
okay,
with
Okay, good.
They sing it all the time on Sugar Pine,
Pine?
though. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But
Probably.
What's that name?
Spider-Verse-
We're not allowed to sing it. We'll get in trouble. Actually, wait. We're out of. We're out of the watchable eye. We'll see.
Spider-Verse was very good.
I'm not gonna tell you, Gerardo. No.
I think that was our thing.
Did you guys
The
already?
soundtrack was badass too.
that was
Really
super
good,
cool.
except
Did
for
you
that
guys
Post
already,
Malone
like, have
song.
a cast where you talked about it?
No,
No.
but I haven't seen it yet.
Well, we talked about it a little last
Kind
week.
of?
Kind
I
of.
don't know. Whatever. Did you want to say something about
I
it?
just like when he got bit by the spider because it's a Spider-Man movie.
Right, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no spoilers there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
it's
just
funny-
Like when he
it's
got
funny
bit by
scene,
the
yeah.
spider.
Cool.
Specifically.
I can't
Why?
just Chad.
No, I know.
fucking
I'll
see
see it.
shit.
I'll see it. Sorry.
Oh,
I just
you
really wanna-
haven't seen
You're
it?
never
I
gonna
Oh, for
haven't
some
see
reason
it.
I thought you had seen
You're
it.
never
Sorry.
gonna see it.
No,
Sorry.
I want to see because it's one I can actually watch with Kira, and I really want to do that.
There's a lot of movies you
But-
watch with Kira and you never see them.
This is a comic movie that I can watch with Kira.
You just shoot me
There's some
fucking
parts. No,
specific.
actually, I don't think I would if I were you.
Really?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
No,
shit.
There's
no,
a
he
part-
has to see something.
No.
It's
Nope.
fine.
Nope.
Ratings don't
I
mean
would
anything.
not take Kira to see that, especially because she doesn't like the concept of death very
Yeah,
much.
right.
Because there's a pretty, like, I almost cried in that motherfucker. It was pretty fucking sad when someone dies in it. So, like,
Okay.
I
Well,
might back up off that one a little bit.
Maybe.
Like,
all right. Maybe I'll watch it first. Or
yeah,
something,
like, there's
and then-
a pretty significant someone dies
and it's really
who's
sad.
important.
Okay.
It's not like the bad guy's thwarted. It's like, oh, that's like, it's like an, it's Miles' Uncle Ben kind of thing.
Right,
Like,
right,
so
right.
yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty,
it's more complicated than just
Ben.
Littlefoot's
got it,
mom
got
dying
it,
or
yeah.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah,
but
yeah. It's pretty, yeah. It's got some layers in it, and it's definitely, yeah.
That's it. Speaking of,
Might be worth checking out first.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Thanks for the heads up. Speaking of Spider-Verse though, and Kira, she has recently discovered advertising because which is a wild thing for me because I realized we all grew up and commercials are constantly on TV.
Mhm.
Kira, we don't have TV because we have Netflix and HBO Go and whatever, right? So she almost never got commercials. And so lately she's been watching Nick. We got the Nick app. And there's a bunch of stuff like she's totally into all these like wacky like game shows they have now, which are awesome by the way. There's some good stuff. But then they run commercials. And now I'm like having her come at me. She's like, and she's talking to me about things. I'm like, how do you know about that? You know, and she's like, oh, I saw it on the thing. So like, she wanted to go to McDonald's to get a Spider-Verse toy, right? And so I was like, that's cool, whatever, sure. Next time we're out, we'll get lunch at McDonald's. And then she's already learned that advertising can burn you. So it was another McDonald's one, and this time it was for like some car or something. But you can scan it with the McPlay app or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And then and I watched the commercial too after she told me because it's like you scan it and take the adventure even further with the McPlay app and blah blah blah. So next time we're out, we go. She gets the thing. She's so excited. She's like, "Can we get the app? Can we get the app?" Like, yeah, it's free. We'll download it when we get home. Don't worry about it. She goes and she scans it, and she's over there for like 15 minutes, and she's like, "You can't even do anything." He's like, you can't even, the car doesn't even move. And like, she was so mad. Now every time the commercial comes on, she yells at it. And she's like, I don't know why anyone would want it. You can't even move. That's not an adventure. They're just trying to sell stuff to kids. And I was just like, damn.
She learned 2 lessons: that the toys in McDonald's are trash.
Yeah.
Yes.
That has been the case
Except
since
for
the beginning of time.
Did McDonald's had food transformers, right? Or was that Burger King?
Food Transformers?
Food transformers were
Burger King,
sweet as hell.
I think in my childhood always had better toys.
Yes. Because like they even had the better Pokemon toys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Remember,
They had the
like,
ones in
those
the
gold
balls with the
cards?
cards
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember kids
Fucking
wearing those to
Mewtwo's
school
so
on their
dope.
belt.
Yeah.
The Pokeballs, yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's what's going on with Spider-Verse and my daughter.
Spider-Verse is real
Good
good.
to know. Our weekly update into his daughter's misadventures. Yeah, good.
It should just be a segment. There's always something going on.
All right. Well, I think now's a good time for us to explore our community death battle.
What?
We are going to invest in some fans for this new studio.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
well,
is
it gets
hot
a little warm.
Actual fans,
As-
not y'all.
Yeah.
We would like to
Getting
invest in
toasted.
as well. Just
I thought,
because-
yeah, that's what you're talking about. Like this community death battle is going to invest some fans. I don't know.
No, I feel very much like we're in the old Screw Attack studio where we had to get all of those fans and aim them at each other.
It's not
Because
that
like
bad.
It's
Brian's laughing right now. He's
Yeah.
like,
I don't think it's that bad right now.
It is going to be an issue when summer hits.
Yeah, that's fair.
dude, I'm
But
already
right now,
sweating.
I'm
I don't know
Really?
what
Yeah.
this kid looks like with this headband on, but I'm rocking it.
Is that your new thing now?
Probably not.
No?
All right. So for this week's community death battle, as always, we reach out to you guys with the hashtag Death Battle Cast. You can let us know who you think wins. And for this week, we have Muggles versus Wizards. Specifically, this is Harry Potter X, the war between the Wizards of the UK versus the Muggles of the United States of
Harry
America.
Potter X.
Right?
Yes.
HPX.
Yeah,
HPX.
it's the Wizarding War that Voldemort wanted, I guess, is
This
the
is my
general idea.
accidental fanfic.
It
Yeah.
is.
Which
Oh,
I
is it?
I realized afterwards we might have kind of gimped the Wizards a bit by just doing UK because we've removed all the Durmstrang kids and the Bobaton,
Mhm.
like
Right.
all. But
Yeah,
we'll
the
see
new
how
ones
this
from
goes.
The books were good.
Well, there's a couple that we'll see how this goes.
Also, hey, who made the thumbnail for this community death battle?
Oh, that was me.
We used the Iwo Jima Memorial?
Yep.
God damn, dude.
I just wanted something very American. I was like, well, this kind of speaks to it.
I saw it. It's the iconic photo from
Yeah.
Iwo Jima of them raising
Yeah,
the flag,
yeah.
like synonymous with like a very tragic thing. And I just saw that. I was like, oh my god. Well, now
Well,
we're here. Because it's gonna
When
be
you
tragedy.
think American military,
Yeah.
that's generally the first image that comes to your head. So, anyway, we got answers from you guys. So let's go ahead and bring up, we're looking at Team Wizards first? Yes.
Team
Wizards.
Wizards.
Let's do the first Wizard answer from Jose. And he says, Wizards would definitely win because they can retrieve any information they desire from any target using legitimacy, I think is how it's called. Veritaserum, and the Imperious Curse. They can also impersonate others using Polyjuice, and by teleporting, they could take out all Muggle leaders.
That's pretty good. I wasn't thinking about the Polyjuice potion stuff. I also love how he quickly went from like the thing that lets you read people's minds, the thing that makes them tell the truth, or torture. Like
Yeah.
Also, like I
Oh,
get
Imperious
what
is the
you're
control
saying.
one. I'm sorry. I
No,
thought it was
yeah,
a
yeah,
Crucio
yeah.
for some reason.
I
Yeah.
get what you're saying, but also keep in mind that wizards aren't that bright.
Well,
I mean,
Maybe.
Yeah, there are definitely some intelligent wizards.
Actually, that kind of goes into the second answer for wizards because we have multiple answers from you guys for this one, which is awesome. For this one's from Michael Wells, and he says, "Here's why the wizards win: Muggle-born and half-blood wizards. They know technology and how to use it, and they are trained with various spells. Tactically using Imperio and killing leadership will cause panic before reviving the dead as Inferni to Walking Dead across the U.S."
Nice.
Okay, that's a better one. I wasn't thinking about the half-bloods. But I think they should kind of be taken out because this is like
No, you can't
Well,
change it. They're in the wizarding world.
I think-
versus Muggles, not the half-bloods.
I think
You're
part-
sounding real
no
Malfoy right now.
The idea is here is what side will they pick?
Right.
Because especially the Muggle-born,
Mhm.
will they pick their parents or their
We had a family?
wizard
fuck
kind?
that magic, man.
Torian, what do you make of these wizards?
The only word that I know out of everything you guys have said is wizard.
Well, where do
I
you
don't
think
know.
Gimli will place?
Don't do this.
All right, we got answers from you guys for the Muggles as well.
No.
So
But you do know the name of the head wizard, right, in Harry Potter?
Yeah, it's Gandalf.
I knew it. I knew we could get him with it. Oh, so all too easy. God, no, it's not Gandalf.
What?
It's
wait, no,
not.
He's from Lord of the Rings.
I'm not. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
There you go.
Gandalf is from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
Can you name it? Name the head wizard. You almost were this person on the Harry Potter segment on Extra Life.
The Harry Potter segment on Extra Life.
He doesn't know anything. Don't worry about it.
Just go.
Oh, the shit you did.
Don't
yes.
tell him.
main
Ugh.
wizard Whitebeard.
Dumbledore.
There
She
you go.
just
There you
told
go.
him.
There you go.
Yeah. Thanks, bro. Always telling him.
Okay,
Back.
we got the answers from Muggles. From the first one from Incredible Canemian. They have light sticks. We have boomsticks. Their most powerful attack does what our weapons do by default. Good luck shooting out 100 Avada Kedavras per second.
Well, yeah, but if you hit a Avada Kedavra anywhere, it'll kill him
So
instantly.
just to check real quick. So
Yeah, but once again, a missile. Like, you don't even have to really be close. Like, you could just hit within, like, 50 feet of a wizard, and he's dead. Like, the second we find out where Hogwarts is, everyone at Hogwarts is dead.
so Muggles-
No Avada Kedavra
so
can
using
save them
con-
from a
so
fucking
using
drone
context
strike.
Clues, muzzles are regular people.
Yes, Muggles are
No,
non-wizard folk.
muzzles.
Muzzles are not.
Muggles are regular
Muzzles.
people.
Regular people.
Muggles is
That
kind
name
of...
makes it seem like they're like cute, like furry animals.
It's actually
Yeah,
kind
but
of a slur
It
for normal
is
people.
non-wizarding folk, is what muggles are.
Non-wizarding
Or,
folk.
Yeah.
or since we are talking about the American Muggles, they are
Just humans.
no mages.
No magic?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
like no.
Yeah,
magic.
that's what
it's
the,
much less
the
creative.
Fantastic
and
Beasts movie uses since they're in America. They call them the no mages. I'm like, that's kind of a dumb name.
yeah,
but
it's
okay,
really
whatever.
dumb.
Muggles do sound like a slur. You
Yeah.
Muggle.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, they say it
Yeah.
like that a lot in the
Fucking
movie.
Muggle.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it gets rough.
Abracadabra, you
Yeah.
fucking Muggle.
Jesus,
Abracadabra.
it does. It sounds so horrible.
All right, so the last answer we have for the Muggle team,
Muzzle.
the Muzzle team, is from Michael Wells. Or, sorry, from... I might
B?
have gotten them mixed up.
That's
I'm
a
sorry,
sick
from Aki.
Twitter picture.
Wizards don't have bulletproof magic. They barely understand cars. You're not going to tell me that they understand the innards of a gun any better. A bullet is fired and travels 20 to 47 miles per minute. On average, people speak around 110 words per minute.
That's funny.
372 syllables per minute at max. There aren't scopes on a wand. A person with good aim, a decent gun, and even a cap scope will single-handedly beat a large amount of wizards. Bullets are superior to words.
Wait.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
just
This is
listen.
Wizards versus
that guy.
guns?
What that guy just fucking said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No, but
Wizards
it is,
versus
like, yeah.
guns?
So
Yeah,
in
no, this
Harry
is
Potter,
wizards
a
versus
lot of
people.
the spells require you to do a hand movement and say a word.
Oh, this is free.
Uh,
Free for the people.
Yeah.
This is free.
Not all of them,
Here's the thing.
though. And that's important to note. So Avada Kedavra is one that requires a phrase. But what is
Yeah.
the
The
Expelliarmus?
stone-
Does
Wait,
not, I don't believe.
Wait.
But there's a shield
This-
charm.
Shield
Yeah.
charm
No,
is not,
no.
well, the shield charm might just be for spells.
I love that
don't
you
know
talk
if it'll
about Harry
actually
Potter
block.
and she appears to like
Yeah.
fact check.
Do you know if Brooke is
Do they
over
got-
there, our
well,
resident
that's
Harry Potter
that's
expert?
an easy question. Like, does the shield charm work on bullets?
Do you know?
I don't think we've ever
Oh,
seen
she
it.
doesn't know.
I don't think
Uh,
we've ever
See,
seen it.
I think-
Also,
I think-
doesn't
but-
it take time for the magic to hit you?
I
Yeah.
Yes.
I would definitely
Fuck,
imagine
free.
that they could create a shield that would stop a bullet.
Nah.
But
Nope.
I want to look into it more. But no, here's the thing. The reason that I think the Wizards have this is because of like all the sleeper agent stuff. Like there's no way. Like they can make themselves look like anybody. They can do anything. Like, and they can apparate. They can get into anything. It will be so easy. Like Wizards would be the most effective infiltration spy team ever.
But the people are already spies. Like we already got that shit on lock without magic.
Until like they're gonna
But
be
they have
okay
magic to aid them.
spies until they get in the Pentagon and somebody's like, "Oh, just do the retina scanner," and they're like, "What the fuck is that word?
Yeah.
We know nothing about technology."
But
they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
like literally, the test is like, "Are you a spy?" Is like, "Here's a computer. What do you do with it?" And they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Oh no!"
Oh yeah,
like,
so they're incapable of studying their enemy. Come on, they
What
would
a
have, and
fucking
also again,
morons.
you have half breeds.
They
You've got
had
people
to-
who are raised
they
in the
had to
Muggle world.
steal a
Imagine and be
train.
dumb.
You would put together a team. This is what started
Why
this.
you can't
This
use,
is
why you can't use the magic to get smart?
Here's
because
the
it's
thing.
supposed to be like what happens if society relied upon magic as opposed to relying on
Yes.
science, and so like that's why they don't have
their
some of the technology
best
that we do in the
piece
Muggle world.
of technology
don't need it.
that the Wizards have is a 100-year-old train they stole from us.
That was ours.
Well, that is
No.
true. They
Trash.
couldn't figure out how to build the train, so they just stole it
Yes.
instead.
Wait.
Yeah.
Why do
They
they have
are-
to figure out how to build anything?
Not
can
only
just
are
do it
they
with magic.
fucking
They didn't
thieves,
understand the
they're
technology
idiots.
behind it. So they were looking at this train. They were looking
A
at
train.
trains
Yeah.
It's
and thinking,
not
"Oh,
that
these guys
wild.
know how to travel without magic. We
sounds
should
so
do
dumb.
this too."
I've
But they
watched
couldn't
so
figure
much
out how to do
magic
it.
Shit where the magicians literally just make shit. You telling me these wizards can't do that?
They can't create technology in the same way that humankind can because
You're literally
because-
laughing at them. They're fictional.
generally speaking, the wizarding community looks down upon Muggles. That's why Muggle is a slur. So when they look at Muggles and they think, "Oh, their technology, is inferior to our magic," so they don't bother to learn what it is.
Chat, I'm just comparing these wizards to like other wizards and other shit. Right?
Yes, because you
These-
are an
sure.
expert.
These sound like the lowest tier wizards. Like wizards in fairy tale, they can do whatever the fuck they want, and they smart. Like
Well-
wizards and
well,
others and
actually-
Magi, they're dope. They can control.
He's
like,
not wrong.
and building castles and shit. These wizards sound like some bullshit.
This is true, though.
It ain't even worth being a wizard in Harry Potter.
The entire UK Parliament gets completely duped in the Harry Potter story. Like Voldemort takes over Parliament with like one guy.
Yeah.
He just like Imperius is one dude. Whatever his name was, I can't remember his name. He like shows up in the last book. Like, he's like hardly talked about.
Yeah.
And then he just takes over the whole fucking thing. And they're like, "Yeah, we run the whole show now." Surprise, because none of them can
Dang.
predict what he's gonna do or care or know.
Right. I'm just saying, Wizards
Something new
great
about
at
Harry
infiltrating.
Potter.
They've got plenty of tools. Like they could take everybody out. Like,
Yeah,
and
but
again,
Black
they
Widow
could.
do that same thing, and she weak as fuck.
Also, keep in mind.
But they have magic. They'd be
Keep in
better at it.
mind-
They can apparate. They can just
they be
appear.
better?
They can fucking appear.
Will they be better?
Keep in mind, this is like a death battle, and there's not like prep time and shit. They don't have time to fucking learn about our entire military.
On the scale of a war, like
I mean-
we have to. Like you can't just be like, and all these people are dropped in a field, fight to the death. With this, is that what we're doing?
I would assume some of the wizards are like military wizards,
But-
right?
but
They battle.
They
for a
don't really
lifetime.
have military wizards.
Oh my
They have.
They have a-
God,
they
how
have-
do they defend themselves?
They have
Kind of
aurors
do.
and they have.
They can manipulate dementors first and foremost.
Yes, they can,
I don't
absolutely,
wanna
but-
shit down on y'all, you're a bunch of soulless zombies. Much
But you
like
talk like
Torian.
you are a wizard. You ain't one. you with us.
I got loyalty.
Wait. So
Wait,
this
wait,
is- So this, wait. So this is manipulating like an army of some other shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Muggles
but-
can't see
okay.
Dementors.
You can't even see
Also,
each
yeah,
other.
but they don't get
That's
outside.
Flamethrower.
They don't
Yep.
get
There's a
outside
Dementor
help.
around me.
Nope, there's only
They can control them. This is where we get weird. Yeah, do we let magical creatures? I mean, if we're letting humanity have access to all of their weapons, like nukes,
Yeah, which
nukes
they
and things like that,
have.
well then,
A nuke isn't a monster that it tames.
I mean,
like,
it's a
not like-
technological
well,
monster,
It's
and then
like,
they should get
half
access.
The time, you know, half
Yeah.
the time we
All the way
don't.
over there for that.
Well,
Yeah.
creating a nuke and taming a Dementor, whatever,
If
they are
it
still
was
doing an
if
action
there
to
was
create a weapon.
character
Right.
that walked around all day with a Dementor right here, he comes in the fight with a Dementor. Because that's how we
We
always
There
treated
might be
Death
one,
Metal.
but we're
Okay,
just
okay.
doing blanket
Might be
wizards.
one.
So can we just shoot the Dementors?
No.
What?
I'm actually not sure if they would be
Much
affected.
impervious to bullets. Send that shit out as a shield. Throw down some Dementors.
They
And
don't
if
have
we're going
trolls.
by modern
This
day-
is wizards versus muggles. Not trolls and Dementors.
Well, that's why you
Can you
it's-
read?
You
Are you a
add
wizard?
stuff.
Are
This
you
is
an
getting-
illiterate
You
fucking
add
wizard?
stuff.
You
You add
manipulate
stuff.
nuclear power. We can manipulate the weapons that
And again, I love that
we
she's
own
like,
it.
They're not those
We're
weapons that
already
hit
like
on
that.
They're fucking
We
sentient
made
beings.
them
Okay.
superpowered.
Hang on,
Anyways.
guys. All right. So something else to keep in mind is the numbers here. There's like 100
There's a
million American Muggles essentially, and there's maybe like 1,000 or 10,000 UK wizards.
Oh, free. This is free.
Yeah.
It's so
This
free.
is free.
14K.
Based off of 1997, they lived for about 100 years.
Based off of 1997,
They live for 100 years,
Brooke
they
says
still
that there are
stupid?
14,000 wizards in the UK.
so here's
They also have seers.
Here's the
You
deal.
gotta think of that too.
Seers?
Like they see the future.
yeah.
The story.
I-
It's not always clear.
they-
And if we're going on
It's
time,
not always clear.
No,
It's
she's-
not always
I-
clear.
Okay, we get it.
that's true. Time turner. They can reverse time.
At will, just like
Yeah, you
I
just
lost.
you spin
I'm
it.
back.
Yeah, 100%. So like,
What happens to the time turner at the end of Cursed
Oh,
Child?
here we go.
it still exists. I just
Okay, so there is at least one left.
it's
Yeah.
pretty much
Oh, it's just,
So-
you just gotta kill that one guy.
Yeah, or break it.
also,
Yeah.
also,
I don't
true.
think it survives the first missile though.
Could
Really.
we just
But
could we just nuke
They
the
don't have-
battlefield with the wizard?
if you see
Yeah.
if they saw a missile
Bam.
coming
There
or
you
whatever,
go.
like you can just apparate away and like
Can they?
yes, they literally
They can
do
teleport
that.
away. They can
Okay,
move the
once
missile
again,
away.
No, because we have so many more fucking missiles than there are wizards.
That's true.
Can they
have
apparate
more
away
missiles than there's
1,000
wizards.
fucking missiles?
They have the
Have you seen aircraft
No,
cannons
they
and
can
shit? Have you
apparate.
seen
They can
railguns
apparate to a
and
different
shit?
location, is what I'm saying. They could be on the other side of the fucking planet if they want to.
Okay, cool.
That's not
Like-
like, just leave it.
And every major
Well, they
And
leave
now
and
they
they come
come
back.
implaudible, which means
We
you
can
can't
send
fucking find
one
them.
dude to the fucking moon and then blow up the Earth. These ding dongs are not getting out of the atmosphere.
Okay,
true. There we
so
go.
now you're on
There we go.
global destruction.
I'm just
Do we
saying,
win?
You
Yes.
bringing magical creatures that we can't see. We going to the moon and we just gonna blow the fucking earth up.
Done deal, you
Come on.
dumb ding dong.
And
wizard
there,
in
there we go.
space.
That's the bow on Sam's fan fiction.
Literally, this
Everyone
we
loses.
have- they're already
That's a
in
good
the
plan.
fucking atmosphere. What are they gonna do to the International Space
You're
Station?
gonna force that. You're gonna force that
Okay,
out of us. With
let's
these
just
creatures we
we're,
can't
we're,
see.
we're running long on time. Let's just
Fuck,
see
you
the
gonna hit us
vote.
with the bird box?
Yeah.
The vote is just gonna put it to
Blow this
rest here.
planet up.
Well, okay.
I'm
Are we?
not
Well,
even
well,
worried. I
we
already
got to
know,
pick
like-
who we're voting
I'm
for.
gonna vote for
Muggles.
wizards.
It's the people with the
Muggles.
guns.
Wizards.
The
Wizards.
muzzles.
The muzzles.
The gun
I'm gonna
muzzles
go with
win.
wizards.
Muggles
I
with
think.
muzzles win.
Who are you going with?
I'm going with wizards. I think
All right, we
they're-
got two.
They just have
Let's
more
see the
variety
vote.
available. Let's pull up the poll.
Boom!
Oh,
you guys
damn.
Are fucking
Free.
worthless. Muggles win.
Free. These wizards wouldn't even beat wizards and
Yeah.
other shit. Like
Yeah.
these
Not gonna
wizards.
lie, I voted, so I already knew the outcome, and I was just like, "That's ignorant."
You're so mad.
Like-
Thank you all for voting. You can always vote on our polls and use the hashtag DeathBattleCast on Twitter to let us know who you think wins the community death battles. And we have one coming up next week, which is one of our most ridiculous ones, maybe even more ridiculous
Than
than
the one we just
Harry
did?
Potter X. So this, if you don't know who these characters are, that is okay, but it shouldn't really matter. You should be able to figure it out. This
What are you
community
doing?
death battle is the cops who stopped Thanos versus the thugs that mugged Darkseid.
What? This is super specific.
Yes.
No,
We-
no one is going to.
This is super specific.
It is the most random obscure. That is someone threw it out and Ben thought it was funny. And he's
Yes.
like, I'm doing it. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
Sean and
exact-
I were
yep, there
discussing
is.
it, and it's funny.
Stop that. Was he like
So-
already beaten?
Well, it's the cops that specifically arrested Thanos, not stopped
Right,
Thanos.
because it's like how
Um,
the joke theory here is that like they could, if they were normal, they couldn't possibly do this.
Yeah,
so, like,
we just did that whole death battle where we show that Thanos and Darkseid can like manipulate
Sure.
reality and destroy universes. And at one point in Thanos' story, he just gets arrested. And at
That's
another
also
point in
like
Darkseid's
Silver
story,
Age, where they didn't give a fuck about anything.
well, I think the one with Darkseid is a little more recent, where just some thugs mug him and just try to take his money.
That's great.
So let us know who you think would win between
wallet and your phone.
the cops who
I am
arrested
the
Thanos
entity of all. Give me your wallet and your phone.
hey, that guy
and the
looks
thugs
like
that mug Darkseid.
that guy looks like the incarnation of evil walking through this alley. You want to see if he's got a wallet? Like, how did that conversation start? Let's talk about that next week.
Yeah, and you can, again, use hashtag DeathBattleCast to let us know. You can use any reasoning you might think is worthwhile, and we'll talk about that on the
God.
show next week on our brand new Sugar Pine Sec.
Set. Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kid.
Bye.
Thanks
Bye.
for joining us, guys.
Muggles.